See ya. Boxes out on porch. Da-da-da-da. Hello, 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 hello. Let's put on some light, shall we? Okay. So we have our stuff back from the printer. So we're going to do some cutting and, fun stuff. So I'm just going to get these kind of cut down, and then once I have them all cut down, then we can, get started. So I'm just going to rough these out for the moment. And then we'll cut them a little better. What are we starting just because I'm live? You two have to get weird? Hold on, I got to throw the dogs out. Okay. That's more better. Okay. Well, good morning, Sabrina. Hello, Francis. How are you? All right. Just roughing these out. I'll get to the detail in a minute. All right. So, new journal. Obviously, Nightmare Before Christmas. This is not a commission piece. This is I had nothing else to do with myself piece. So I decided to do this. One last strip here. Okay. Let me get these words out of the way. So that'll be later. Well, as long as you're not the one causing them, that's probably a good thing. Okay, and this one. these two we're going to have to cut by hand because they have weird edges. So, how did everybody's week start? Was it good? Was it bad? Just boxing up the last person's box from the sale. Awesome. I will send you money as soon as we're done here. I kind of spaced it. I meant to do it this morning, but I kind of got caught up in stuff. And now they want back in. Okay. But, you know, I'm good for it, so. I do pay my bills. If I don't, hubby does. Okay. So, last night, if you didn't see my post, last night I went to the Smith Center, which is sort of our local art center, with my daughter, the oldest one, Alexa, and we went to go see Cats. I took her to see it years ago. I took her to see the Broadway production when they were in LA, and she fell in love with it, and she's been in love with it ever since. And so when it came to the local theater, she wanted to go see it, so she bought tickets for her and I to go, and we went and saw it. And I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it is one of those musicals, one of those shows where you really, really, really want to make sure that you've got a good cast. And they had a really good cast. So we were down there last night seeing that, and got home about 10:30 last night. So I kind of forgot to pay the bill. Sometimes life gets in your way, you know? I just don't like that. It looks crooked. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, that's better. Looked crooked. All right. Let's see. And of course, the Amy's here. She was just out here, and I hit the go live button, and she's just talking to me, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're live!" And she ran away. Well, I will be. And then we were having a conversation about my granddaughter when we got back. Yeah, no, she's 13 now, so she knows everything. And she's so unique that nobody understands what's going on in her world. So you gotta love it when they get to that age, you know? Because they know everything and you know nothing. Okay. So, okay, I did make a couple of minor changes on this one. We'll look at those in a second. But just, so everybody knows, I did make some minor changes just for aesthetics. And as soon as I get all these cut out, we'll talk about those. And all right, let me get this trimmed here. Poor Santa Claus. Oh. So there's a couple of characters in the movie that are very hard to find any kind of pictures of. Hold on. I'm going to go lock him in a room. What are you doing? Get a little bit sick. Sorry about that. He's a gigantic puppy. He's a Labrador and black lab, and he is just a gigantic puppy. And in the morning, he wants to get up, go outside, and then like he has to go in the room there with Hubbard, or he just loses his mind. So he'd already been in there, and then he came out, and I guess he wanted back in. So let me this way, because he's going to be a hand cut. Definitely a hand cut. Oh my goodness, we're almost done. This is just so tedious in the process, you know. And over here, in there. little while back, Amy and I we were in the car. I don't remember where we were going. We were going someplace, and she, just out of the blue, she goes, "You know what I miss? I really miss when we were doing the Uber, the Postmates, because it was fun." So I guess we're going to do some more Postmates because Amy thought that was fun. Two lunatic old ladies driving around the city, delivering food to naked people. Um, we did get our fair share of naked people. We got more than our fair share of naked people. Nudity apparently is a thing. I think I'll just order some food for delivery and be naked when I answer the door. Nope. Please don't do that on my behalf. And you answering the door naked, I do not consider that a tip. Apparently somebody does, though, because a lot of people do it. So I guess we're probably going to go and maybe do some more deliveries and regale you guys with our fun stories of delivering food to the people of Las Vegas. All right, this is the last one on the chopper, I believe. Yeah. Right there. A little bit more off the top there. All right. We have to check. We almost got rid of the Oogie Bogey. And I like the Oogie Bogey. That's my favorite character. I nicknamed my granddaughter Oogie Bogey. Well, Oogie Boogie. I figured when she was little, if I named her after, a nightmare, she couldn't have nightmares because she is the nightmare. And boy, did she live up to that name. Love her. Love her to death. She's Grandma's little nightmare. All right. Those are done. These have to get cut. Let's see who's in the room. Mary's here. Hello, Mary. How are you? Hello, Dawn. Erin. Hello, Erin. How are you? Just making sure I didn't miss anybody else because, my brain was elsewhere. All right, let me see. Let me get these out real quick. And then, I'll show you guys the change that I decided to make. It's not big. It's just, it's just, I did a thing. Okay. There's that one. And then we'll just pull this one. I said this one just has a weird kind of line on it. It's not straight. And I don't want to make it straight, so. Choo. No, Aaron, not a kit. This is all me. We've actually been doing these for a while. We just did the Disney villains and finished a Tinkerbell, which is actually Neverland, but it's so hard to find anything, so that one ended up being. Hi, Harry. So yeah, not a kit. I mean, although all these images are available in kits. No, for this one actually, um, I know somebody who has a collection. Some of these images are not from the film. Um, some of these are from the play. Harry, down. Because when they made the play, because it's live action, they had to change it up a little bit. And my brother works at Disneyland, and so he sent me some of the images, and he's a mucky muck over there. Harry, get down. Seriously. This one was actually drawn by somebody I know, this Oogie Boogie. So, yeah. All of the images are free to use in a non-commercial way. And since I didn't sell this book, and I'm not going to, I'm giving this one to Oogie. I get to use them. Harry, do you need me to call the Amy out here? Because I'll call her, and she'll come out and she'll spray your butt. She'll do it. Hello, Queen. Yeah, I know, Mary. It's a thing. All right. This one still has a little excessive white on the side. There we go. All right, so these I will ink later. Let's talk about the change that I made here. So originally, we were going to go with the traditional, the heads. Let me see if I have a piece of it sitting here. I do. We were going to go with this on the cover. But then I decided I didn't want to do that. So we have our cover that we made, and we painted it all black so that nothing will show through. And I decided to go with this instead. So this is now going to be our front. This is going to be on the spine. Yada, 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 yada. So we're going to get this sucker glued down today. And I didn't think it was going to be right. But Amy and I both have looked at it. And it's what belongs here. So we're going to get this glued down today, so that we can kind of move forward with this, get some signatures done. And put in. Yeah, he's a spoiled butt. So let me get out our glue and grab the brush, and let's get this put down. While he's over there giving himself a bath. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on this, and then we'll flip it over. See, I've gotten smarter than the glue bottle. Whoopsie. We're going to have to make some more book glue soon because I'm using all of this up. All right. So now let's flip this over and center. Turn and press. Okay. Oh, honey. Okay, let's cut these corners, shall we? Aaron, for me, when I make book glue, the recipe that I like to use is like 1 part water, 1 part clear glue, Elmer's glue, and then like 3 parts of Aleene's tacky glue. Um, because um, I like it to be able to move and spread, and I want to buy myself a little bit of time because Aleene's can be very sticky, but you can't, sometimes it dries too fast. So I like to buy myself a little bit of time. Okay, do the other side. Hello, Hubber. Well, if you're not going to be here, I'm not going to go live. Kidding. Alrighty. Normally, this is where I would push these corners in, but I'm not too worried because I'm going to put book corners on this. So I'm not overly worried. I'm going to get my Fabri-Tac to put in the corners where this does overlay. Okay. Yeah. Righty, and then we'll do the other side, and then we can let this dry. righty. Put some clamps on this. All right. Let me close this up real quick. All right, give me a second. I'm going to go rinse this brush so it doesn't get destroyed. All right. Okay. Harry likes to show off. All right. I think we're going to go 11 and a half crossed by 8. So I'm going to set this off and let it dry. Get it. Get it to stand up. There we go. All right, 11 and a half by 8. And go with me on this one, guys. This is what I'm going to put inside of it. I know it's not normal, but I had to. So I'm just going to put this on the board. Get out the metal ruler. And a little rotary cutter. Okay. Ready? Now that I put a line on it, and I know where I'm cutting. 8. All right, we're at 8. Put this away. And then we just have to go 11 and a half this way. I think I need to put a new blade in this. I think it needs a new blade. But now we have a line so we can cut. Okay. Well, you know, I was doing the whole Nightmare Before Christmas thing. And I said to myself, what it really needs is something a little Christmas. And then I saw this fabric and I was like, that is nearly perfect. All right. So we have a nice piece. It's going to fit over the whole thing, and it's big. And the reason it's big is because we're going to what? Make book cloth out of it, right? Okay. We want to be able to trim down once we have book cloth. All righty. Let me grab the stove. All right, so we have heat bond, tissue paper, and an iron. Okay. All right. Iron heating up. All right. So we're going to do this. I want y'all to be able to see this. So, use some cardboard. And a towel. Okay. All right. So this was a scrap of heat and bond that I had left over from another project. So I'm just going to trim it to the size that I have cut here. Roughly. Okay. We're going to, we're going to make us some book cloth. Part 1, iron the fabric. So my fabric is 100% cotton. So I'm going to set the iron to cotton, no hotter than cotton. And I'm only showing you guys this because I had people ask me last time how to do it. All right. So then I'm going to put this down on top, and then I'm going to press this. I may get a little bit of gummy on the towel, but that's okay. That's what it's there for. See the purple label? Don't get the one with the red label. If you get the one with the red label, it's too thick. You want the light, heat and bond light. Because if you get the one with the red label, it's too thick. Too thick. All right, so then I'm going to grab this and the corner of my fabric, and I'm going to pull them apart and check. This needs a little more pressing over here. More right here. What I'm doing is I'm melting the heat and bond to the fabric. I don't know why, I just don't like that area. It's not giving me warm, fuzzy feelings, you know? Let it set for a second and cool. It's too hot. All right. So then I'm just going to peel the paper off. There we go. And I have this nice shiny stuff. And then I'm going to cover that with some tissue paper. And the tissue paper is shiny on one side and dull on the other. It's the shiny side I'm putting down over my paper. And you can tell when you press this when it adheres to the tissue paper. All right. So now I have book cloth. We'll get this unplugged and put over to cool. Yeah, definitely better on the towel than my iron. Although I will be honest, because it's a heat product, if the iron's still warm, you can pretty much just kind of rub it off with a paper towel, you know? So it's not too bad, but I've seen it be a pain in the behind. All right. Put my towel back. All right, there we go. All right. Get rid of this. Bring this back in. All right. So now I have two options. I can cut this off or I can tear it off, whatever I prefer to do. If I'm going to tear it off, I pretty much just use a ruler. I can trim it up, make it look pretty when I'm done. It's just easier to trim a small piece than it is to trim a big piece, you know? You know what I mean? Okay. This piece over here. And you can use any colored tissue paper that you want. So, you know, if you feel like you're going to be able to see a little something through your paper, you can always use, you know, like a Christmas book. You could use red tissue paper. It doesn't have to be white. All right. And so now I'm just taking off those little pieces of weirdness on the edges. A little piece of weirdness up here. All right. Okie dokie. Okay. So now we will see if our book is dry. And it looks dry. So we're going to get an exact measurement. Hey, Steffi. All right, so this is 12 1/4 inches across, and from come in a little bit on this side and a little bit on that side takes us to 11 1/2. Yeah, by 7 3/4. So I'm going to cut this to 11 1/2 by 7 3/4. And to make sure I got it straight, I put it over too far. Okay. So now we will do it right on that line. Don't freak out. Special pen. It disappears. Okay, so we're at 7 3/4, and now we need to go to 11 1/2. Just going to be a fairly scant amount on this side because I have to overlay. Berkey pen. All right, here we go. Eleven and a half. All righty. All right, so if you want to find one of these, they're in the fabric department on the notions wall. All right, so that should get us what we're looking for. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Look, I have a thing that if I'm cutting by hand, the end of every single thing is going to go like this. I don't know what it is. It's an obsession with me that I go like this. Like I can cut a straight line up to the end, and then it's got to go like that. I don't know. All right, so we're going to glue this puppy down. And then we're going to put this whole thing off to the side and let it dry. Okay. So before we do that, though, let's talk about what we're going to put on here. What do we want to add? Now, I have all new lace. So we can do lace. We can do rickrack. What do you guys want to do? What are you feeling? What are you feeling on this one? We did rickrack on the Neverland. So, you know, whatever you guys are thinking, let's have the consensus. What's it gonna be? And put that dangerous little shit away. All right, let's take a look. I just bought new lace, so let's see if I can find it. Because I put it in the lace jar. So knowing me, could be forever buried. Get the other one. I think I might have put it in this one because there was more room in this one. Yep, there we go. Now, I have a thought on it, but I want your opinion, okay? Because what I have is just a thought. So I have this that I just got. Like, not even putting it in the shop. This is just for me. And it's a little stretchy, so it'll make it easy to go around the corners. What do you think? It's like a crepe. I know Amy's vote. She loves this stuff. But it's just it's like a crepe, you know, and it's crinkled. And I thought this is kind of cute and might work. Like I said, since it you know, it stretches a little, we can actually do the corners without having to do the fold. But I have that, and I thought that would be cute, you know, around the outside. I'm not quite sure if we're going to put anything in the center of this one. We might. Frances likes it. Of course, Amy votes for the crepe. She loves this stuff. The minute it came in, she was like, oh. Actually took her some to put in her creepy glue book. Okay, well, I have 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're all good with the crepe. Okay, so we're going to use crepe. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to do on the back. Let me see. We could do this. Down the center with the crepe. I think this might be it. This might be the easiest one we've done, guys. This is black. The book is purple. I think this might be it, guys. I think this might be it. Okay, so that's what's going to be. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down with you guys today, and then we'll set this off to the side. And then tonight I'll glue in this so we have that, and we're ready to, start signatures, putting in the signatures tomorrow. So let's get this glued down. All right, Mr. Gluey Brush. Mr. Gluey Brush. Gluey glue, gluey glue. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put googly eyes on this thing since I've named him. Pretty sure Hopper got up, went outside, and fell asleep. So I've been sleeping very well the last week. I'm being really careful not to get any of the alines, if I can avoid it, on the fabric. Even though this little section right here is going to be covered. I don't like the way glue looks on the fabric. So I try to avoid that at all costs. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Get this put away. Take the brush to the sink real quick. Then we'll come back. We'll do the edges. He lives. I'm sorry. It's the weather. Went from like 100 degrees here to 68.
I like heat. Oh.
Hello, Judy. How you doing? All right. So we've got this on here. Fabri-Tac is the order of the day. Let's get this into the crease. Both sides. All right. So now I'm going to do the edge with some Fabri-Tac. I'm not too worried about getting this completely down because I still am going to glue down the trims, but you know, I want to get some of it down. So I'm just going to put a thin line of Fabri-Tac along here. Not too close to the edge. Around the corner. Right here. All the way. I know there's just so many different types of glue. All right. All right. All right. Get this all worked in. Okay. Let's take a look. It's fabulous, darling. Fabulous. All right. Clamps. So that it glues in an upright position. All right. Off to the side to dry. Okay. Okay, so I'll do this part off camera because, you know, it's just gluing down some stuff and then sitting there and waiting. You guys don't want to watch that. Boring.
No, we're just laying around doing absolutely nothing. Now, what's the emergency to go out?
Okay. All right. So we also have our
Come on, to do YouTube.
cards that we've got. These all have to be inked and all that. Happy hoo ha ha. Let's see what's in the job box, shall we? All right. So in the job box, we have the original piece of fabric that we decided not to use. We picked out some black and white washi tapes. We've got some little bits of stuff, that might be cool. We've got some little flowers, some more little stuff, a condemned tag, which I think is perfect. We've got a little haunted house. Then, of course, we've got a couple of sets of the stickers. And then we have these, and I thought, these would be cute if we cut them off. Like we could turn these into tombstones, So, so we got those, and I thought that would be cute, If we cut them down, say about here, just cut this part off, that kind of is shaped like a tombstone. So I may look and see if we have any other dies like this that we could use to cut some tombstones because, well, we got to have tombstones, right? And I'm going to go through some of the Christmas stuff and see if I can find like maybe a Christmas tree that we can do in like dark colors and stamp it in there, or like some kind of decor that we can use. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff to use in this one. And I do think that we're just going to be inking in black. We're not going to do any colors on this one. I think we're just going to do the black. Because I think if we do colors, then it gets too far out. The only color I would think to use would be purple. And I don't want to sit here and ink stuff with purple all day long because then my fingers turn purple. I'll look like Amy. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all inked up off camera tonight. And I will get this put in off camera tonight. And then, we'll get some signatures in it. So let's look. We do have coffee. We have purple, we have gray, black, and I was thinking, if I have some in here, maybe some tentative dawn. Nothing's wrong with looking like your hands, honey. I don't want to do tea and coffee, so ixnay on that.
That's just hard work.
But we are going to put, we're going to add some black. And, of course, lavender. And then we're going to do mostly coffee in this one.
Sit. It's nice. Ow!
All right, let's see where we're at. All right, so we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 7 pages per signature. Just with this one. Hold on, I gotta get a different black one. Okay, black. And some lavender, and some lavender. Okay. So let's build some signatures here. More coffee. Okay, let's see where we're at. All right, you shall forever and ever be known as, I don't know, I lost the thing. Oh, I have it on something, I think. Or I just threw it away. All right, well, you're going to be B because I don't know where A went. Okay. Second signature. Yeah. So you're going to be C. I don't know where A went. All right, so we're going to have B and C. And, yep, there's A. All right. So we have 8.5 by 1.25. 8.5 by 1.25. So let's cut stuff. Okay. We have 8.5. 1.25. Alrighty. Need that little grid ruler. There it is. And a pencil. My pets are too annoying today. Okay. So we have 1.25. So center is going to be 3/4, right between half and 3/4. So right there. That is center. Move this down. And there. So that is going to put us on center. And then we're going to go right there. All right, other side. Dang it.
I don't know.
My pencil didn't write. What in the Sam's hell is that? I had a straight edge ruler and didn't draw a straight line. Look at that crap.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. So this is actually 7.5 because well, the paper's 8. So I'm going to move this down to 8. And then I'm going to mark in an inch. Mark in an inch. My paper is at 8. Then I need to go 1/4 of an inch. There we go. All right, so that's my end right there. That's my end there. And then I need to move an inch from that. That's my first one. And then I'm going to go an inch on this one. That's this one. And then the distance between those two lines is 6 1/4, so 3 1/8. Is that 6 1/4? Let me check. It is, it is. 3 1/8. Right there. So all I'm doing is creating the template that I'm going to use to pop the holes. All right, so that should be 3 1/8, and it is. So, close enough is good for hand grenades, horseshoes, and for bookbinding and government work. So I'm going to do this at 1.5 inches. Give or take. All right. So we have this is the top. So we're going to put some holes in this thing. We're going to put a hole here, and a hole here, and then a hole here, and 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 here. Now, I don't know what kind of an insert we're going to put in, so I'm not going to put the holes in for the insert yet. Because we may, It may be a full size. It may be just a small one at the bottom. I don't know. I haven't thought about designing the insert yet. But this is our template for Nightmare. So I'm going to put this with our paper. This is going to be A, and this is going to be C, just so we know when we pop holes. Okay? Book is drying. Template is built. Bless you!
Bless you.
We have inside decided. Ugh. Cards and stuff will get inked off cam tonight. Don't forget, I mentioned that we were going to have fabric in the pop-up sale, and I didn't, so I said I would do a separate sale for it. Do not forget that I am planning that. I'm not quite sure when I will post it, but it is ready. It is sitting right here, so it may go, today. It may go tomorrow, okay? Just depends on how I feel. Because, yeah, my head is pounding. So, I'm also going to cut these out. I was kind of upset with these. I put these in really cool font. And when I got them, they were in regular font. So I don't know. I may have to reprint these because I don't like the way they came out. But we're going to, I'm going to tear them down and ink them up and see if that helps me any. But I don't know. I'm not feeling them. All right. So what have we got going on? Let's see. So the journal that's coming after this one, the next one, yeah. I got that one ready to go. It's all been sent to the printer. It's already been printed. It's been brought back. And it's ready to go. So as soon as we're done with this one, we can start that one. But I'm not telling you what it is. But I have stuff going up. Thank you for your patience with this week's videos because, yeah, they sucked. I know. We're in October, right? Yeah. Okay. So next Monday, the video comes out for the scissor dangles. And then I got an actual project, and then I've got something that is just fantastic. And I can't show it because if I show it, then somebody else is going to do it and post the video before I get the video up. I'm going to show you how to make a tassel jig so you can make your own tassels. Like these things. There's a way to make a jig for this that makes it very, very easy. And so you don't have to spend any money. You can use what you have at home. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then in November, instead of doing, like I normally do where I make a bunch of boxes for you guys, and we do things like this. Look at the pretty box. Open the pretty box. Look, it's a pretty box. Instead of doing things like this, which I normally do in December, I am going to be giving you some projects that you can do that make, cute little Christmas presents. Why am I trying to put that on the wrong way? I know it goes over here. Just really simple little projects that you can do that make good Christmas presents and stuff like that. And so I have a whole bunch of those posting instead of these. I'm not messing with this thing. It's just being frustrating. But I'm going to post a bunch of those, and hopefully that will work. I'm going to be looking for more of the dies to see if we can find some little, that will work as tombstones. I'm also going to see if I have some tombstones, because I probably do. But I'll cut out some more tombstones too, so we can put those in the book. Wouldn't it be cool if I could find a big tombstone and then we could like use it as a pocket? Just saying. But I'm going to get all that done, and tomorrow we're going to pick the paper that we're going to be using in this one. I have a couple of ideas, but I want to run them past you guys. So I'm going to pull some pads tonight and have those ready for tomorrow, and we'll see. We'll pull some paper. I think that's it, guys. That might be it. Could be it. All right. Yeah, I have some other things I have to get to today, unfortunately. So that's going to do it for me. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that button for me and subscribe, like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and your friends can be my friends. My friends can be your friends. Our friends can get to be friends. Before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. Until I see you again, which will be tomorrow, because I go live every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11, 12, and 1 across the country. Other than that, figure out the Greenwich Mean Time yourself. Until I see you again, stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.